Hey, how's it going, my friends? My name is Joshua, and welcome back to the Nerd Life. Today, I have a Amazon exclusive Transformers 2-pack to unbox here. Really excited to get into this. I've been looking forward to these guys ever since they were announced several months ago. So, let's get into it. Alright, before I get into this unboxing, I just want to apologize for the lack of toy hunting videos. I haven't given up on toy hunting. I do enjoy that a lot. Just life stuff, things been going on. I hadn't been able to go out and toy hunt as much as I've been wanting to. So those of you who enjoy those videos, just be patient with me. I will still be doing toy hunting videos. I just don't know when I'll be able to do another one. But I'll definitely be doing one. Or actually, plenty more this year. Just, I shouldn't have scheduled them, the toy hunting videos anyway. I had it scheduled for every other Saturday, and that was my mistake. Knowing how life can be unpredictable and things happen, something like that you shouldn't just schedule out. But anywho, yeah, just guys, bear with me on that. There will be more toy hunts coming. But enough rambling. Let's unbox this. As I said, I've been looking forward to these coming out ever since they were announced. Especially because of one of the characters that's in this 2-pack. The other one's a cool character too, though. And that is the Transformers Age of the Primes Wreck and Doom collection, Carnivac, which is the one I'm most excited about, and Fisitron, which his name used to be Iron Fist, but they changed it. I've heard it was because Marvel owns the rights to the name Iron Fist. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but either way they had to change it to Fisitron. But I love the box art. You got Carnivac up here, Fisitron right here. On this side you got Carnivac, and on this side you got Fisitron, and then the back you have the toy shots, both in both modes on each one. But yeah, I'm excited for this, so I'm gonna open this up, get these two guys out of the packaging, and give y'all a better look at them. So we're gonna start things off with Fisitron here. See the little head sculpt, like the Optimus Prime style faceplate. Really cool face sculpt. See, I got his blaster in his hand. I'm not gonna go over everything because this technically is not a review, but he looks like like a badass robot. That's what I was trying to say there. This part right here, you can take off and it can be used as a shield, but it don't clip into his hand very well. So it just kind of rests there mostly. But yeah, use that as a shield. And this blue part comes off. Comes off. It was packed separately. But again, really cool. Really cool robot mode. Now I'm gonna just transform this guy so I can show off his alt mode. Please don't fall over. Lord mercy, sometimes these things don't want to stand. There we go. Alright, now time for transformation. And here he is in his alt mode, which is a really cool looking Jeep. I forgot to mention, this is a repaint, slight remold of Legacy Hound and Detritus, I think is his name. But yeah, this is a really cool Jeep. You can see the grille and the headlights, and there's the Ricker's Autobot symbol. It looks a little different than the regular one, but overall, really cool Jeep. As you can see, blaster goes in underneath here. Just, yeah, awesome. Now the next one in the 2-pack is Carnivac. This one is a Decepticon. He's a repaint of Titan's Return Wolfwire, which they also did a reissue of him again a few years later. They changed his name back to Weird Wolf, and it was done in the G1 toy colors. So they decided to, when they wanted to release Carnivac here, they decided to do a repaint of that mold. And he just looks so freaking awesome. You see he's got a visor. He's got kind of like a scowl on his face. Scowl look. He got some missile pods on top of his arms. Got his blaster in his hand and his little sword in the other. Got him ready to go into battle against the Autobots. But yeah, it's a really badass robot mode. Now he is also what's known as a headmaster, which before I get into that, he is if you don't remember, back in the late 80s when they released the what's called Pretender line, the Pretenders Autobots were robots that fit into a human shell, and the Decepticons were robots that fit into a beast shell. And of course, Carnivac here was a wolf, his outer shell, and his robot inner robot was also a wolf that turned into a robot. So, but yeah. Anyway, the headmaster gimmick basically just remove his head, and the head here becomes a little robot companion, which is really cool. But yeah, now it's time to get into transforming Carnivac here. I almost called him Weird Wolf. And here we have Carnivac in his alt mode, which is a really badass looking wolf. I almost called him Weird Wolf again there at the start. But yeah, I absolutely love this wolf mode. Sorry, I just noticed how his his legs front legs look. Thought there was something wrong there for a minute. But yeah, you can see the silver fangs and teeth on the inside there. Got his blaster on his back. Just absolutely love this thing. This was definitely worth the money I spent on this 2-pack. I actually really like both of them. Having them both in my hands. And they both have really cool transformations as well. So, but yeah. Awesome 2-pack. Glad to have it in my collection. But guys, that'll do it for this Transformers 2-pack unboxing. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I did a little something different with the transformations. But yeah, this, like I said, it's just a really awesome 2-pack. I'm so happy to finally have it now. Finally have a copy of this, both of these molds, because I missed out on the other ones. But anyways, don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have an awesome day, my friends. Take care.